cloud making crap. So that's two materials from the same jet. Tremendous amount that it grew, and it all turned into this. I'm going to show you what the moon looks like. We're going to go out and celebrate though, just for a second. And also observe the vortex pacifica. There's nothing that could be causing that. It's not running into anything. There's no huge streams on the, forcing it, like coming across the top that would force this. It just goes on and on and on almost every day, although occasionally it doesn't. The battery will continue. Happy 2013. But when we look up, you can see the moon. It's got the goo in front of it, thin, flat clouds. Yeah, see, this stuff going across, that's the lower material, which has actually changed its shape from a half hour ago. But the gray, you can see that the stuff behind it is higher altitude again. It should be, it's nuts, man. It's all it. Alright, it's now the second moon, all night long over, and look what we got. Yes, lower altitude flattens, flattened, striated. Above it, higher altitude. Right, it's beautiful. The blanket, it is here. This is part of a 3,000-mile swathe that started at the equator in the south, in the Pacific, well under Hawaii, drew up over Mexico, just like they do now. The giant vortex. I never told until then. Alright, it's the second, pretty early. It was dense, overcast all night, and you can see some of it still there, super dense. And what do we got? The first thing, persistent contrail. Definitely. A couple over there, but all we need is one. Shows you they're doing it. They've been doing it. That's definite. Yep, it's all jet cirrus out there. And what's up there? Yeah. There's a persistent contrail. Right there, it's too early. I'm not going out there. There's another one right there. That's it. Right there, going right across. Big fatty, and there's another one. Right out there. Feeling it? While all it was super dense? Yes, they were. There's another one right up. A little clear. And what do we have? Yeah. Check that bad boy out, man. And that's no socks on the line. That's the symmetrical dispersion, which is further proof that the other ones can't possibly be natural. Because why would it change its the pattern of its dispersion? Why would it change from socks on a line that has been doing it all the time for a year, and then suddenly you have a different type of ribbon? And obviously there's gray slime up there. It's right at the same altitude which preceded that huge sheet and was still integrally a part of it. A million times. Alright, it's like 1 o'clock. Hello, my children. Oh yeah, they've been out here for sure. Bam, there's one. Check that. That's totally one of theirs. See what it does? Isn't it wonderful? Look over here. What do we see? There's one right there. And where is it? It's all in this stuff. See? It's cruise altitude. Gray slime. Period. Jet cirrus. Alright? Jet cirrus. There. Still totally there. What's it doing? That! Look at it! That's their junk is just coming off it, and it's super aggressive at grabbing water vapor. Right? There's another persistent contrail right there. See it? There. It's all over the place, man. This one right over there. Massive. Weird. Is it? It looks like United. And not very nice of them. That goes a little bit below too. That's quite unusual. But there's no doubt the stuff, man. It goes the whole way. All the way. Another big one right there came in. Showed itself a little wind movement. There's a nice one going in some weird direction. Going west. There's another one right next to it. It's got turned on there, turned off there. I mean, even at this developmental stage, you can see the cutoff lines very stark. And then if we look over here, we see another one got turned on right there. It's heading off that way, and just look at that bad boy. That's what it's doing. See how it rises? You can tell by the arc. It's rising. The stuff grabs the stuff, and then it rises because it's heated, so it's rising upward in that arcing form like that. So, we'll conduct a little business. Come back out. That one's so wide I can't fit it in the viewfinder. And then this one, see, this doesn't have socks on a line. See it? So again, to show you, it's got to be the same. It can't be too different. You can't have dramatic socks on a line in one and then the other, you know, emitting, going symmetrical. That's impossible. These are turbofan engines. There isn't going to be any difference. The design's identical. Both of these jets, see, trailing right in the slime, precisely the same altitude. That one starts right there. Here comes the other one. It's got to cut off, right? It's got to cut off. Right there. See? Now that's perfect proof that it's not being caused by water vapor from the jets. Okay? You don't like perfect proof, I know. Nobody does, but there it is. And that line should continue the whole way. And that once again reinforces the artificial on-off element of it. Look at how close they are. That one went inches under that one. Also notice the socks on the line, see? They both have socks on the line, not the symmetrical one. Now see, they're so close you can see they've joined and are sharing material. See that? That's why it's like getting its own little mini cloud there. It's good, huh? See, that's why they have it all at the same altitude. So that, you know, it greatly increases its efficacy. You want everything to be all joined up. All the material, you want it, whatever's causing the jet cirrus, you want it to all be on the same plane if you want the cloud cover. Because it does, it adds to its efficacy by a tremendous amount when you can see that right there. It's beautiful! Alright. That was a crisscross. Check this guy. He doesn't even know where he's going. Ooh, dual compound. Charged particles and cloud making material. I don't know where's my compass, man. It's my compass is brick. Yeah, see, that's the dual compound release. Do that. So basically came in, swerved that way, and then swerving back. And there's a reason for that right there. See it? See that lower lines are colliding, the pair, and the other is spreading outward tremendously as that cloud making crap. So that's two materials from the same jet. It's wonderful, isn't it? Can't get enough of that crap with that other one right there. Same exact altitude. Where are they going? This stuff is it. I like that shit. I mean, let me start that again. There's perfect examples. There's one. See how it got turned on right there? Sailing off. Where this little one goes, of course, all the way. We've seen enough of that inconsistency, but see there's one, then there's one that's a little bit older, and then there's one that's a little bit older than that, and then there's one that's slightly older too. Now what do they turn into? That's what they do right there. Okay, isn't that great? So 4 different ones. Oh, make that 5, you know. Oh, it's 6, sorry. There's another one right there. Just I didn't even see it get turned on. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Which is structure pretty good, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4 that you can see right there. And that's what they turn into right there. Which of course then turns into that right there. Which turned already into that from earlier. Etc. 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 But it has only dissipating contrail. Oh, it's too shy. I'm too shy. I didn't want to emit in front of everybody. It's a minute later. It's a perfect example. Look at that right there. And then what's right there with them? A dissipating contrail. And you can tell by the magnification ratio. The guy's right there. He's right in it. Alright, see that? With slime around him, so it can't possibly be a low humidity problem. It's a little patch of low humidity. It's not. If it were, that jet cirrus shit wouldn't be there. It's beautiful. It's the sign of the horned god. Is it? You know, the goat's head. It's great. 19 in Silver Spring. We're right at the edge of Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C. is covered in fall cirrus. Well, it's very interesting because I want to show you it's unusual for the number of right angle crisscrosses and the great number of crisscrossings that's going on. Okay? Those are crisscrossing. Those are right angle. You look over here, you see the jet cirrus up there, see the fall cirrus, see the colors in it. It again shows you it's ultra, fine, uniform water droplets that have been made. Now, there's one going right by a big fatty, and what's he doing? It's dissipating. He's right there. Now, that's a right angle. See that? That's a right angle. I'm going to tell you the reason for that. Why you don't see right angles too often anymore. Move out this way a little bit, see? If I can get it, there's another right angle right there. Now, why are there so many right angles today? Right angle crisscrossing, Sam. Because these jets are being brought from a long way away. If they were changing their course nearby, you'd have, we just wouldn't have that many right angles. But the reason that they're right angles is because they're being brought and their course is changed from a long way away. So when they arrive here after traveling a pretty long way, well, they cross at right angles. Pretty much uniformly. Right angle crossings all over. Now, again, the inconsistency, you don't see that often. Why aren't they doing what they normally do? Just, a whole lot of straight lines and not this much crisscrossing. 20 minutes, 25 minutes of shopping, come back out. And what do we have? Well, obviously, transfer. This is great. See, this is jet cirrus platus. There's a, whatever the hell you want to call that, but see that stuff there? That's what it is, and then see, that's platus, that's jet cirrus. Okay, jet cirrus. Alright, jet cirrus, we saw it made. Jet cirrus is what happens when it gets all jammed up. There's a persistent contrail and more jet cirrus everywhere. And this is the form of it. And that's good because there's one being made right there. Whereas he's right exactly in that jet cirrus platus. So you see that tail? It's right in it. That's totally jet cirrus right there. No ifs, ands, or buts. And where is it? It's right there. That stuff that's right together with it. Actually, it's like a few feet lower. Let's put that. Another good shot here because I loaded up my groceries, and by the time I did, this thing expanded by twice its size. Leave a fine stuff actually changed too. The crisscrossing. Now it's all just become, this platus, cirrus, jet cirrus platus. Crud. And check that one out right there. That's definitely fall cirrus. See it? Right there. And where is it joining into? What level is it? It's right there. It's right in it. Okay, so all of that stuff came from them. That's how it is. Real. Arriving back at my base camp. Look up. It's obviously there. You see it. And that's your Platus effect. That's what it grows into. That's what it does. And in between those, you can clearly see, you know, phosphorus or gray slime, as you can see it right there. And what do they also have? A persistent contrail. Right there is turned on. Right there. But all the freaking clouds go the whole way. How come it went on right there? It's obviously level. You know why now. You don't want to admit it. When we saw that put there. It's huge. They're using the high potency. They have a new high potency compound, which they've already used, but further away, much further away. I've seen it plenty of times on telecast, and they're bringing it here. Look how it just turns on right there, both of them. And there's a jet right at the altitude. No, it's just a dissipating water vapor contrail. It's probably going to go right through that thing. See it? Oh no, if they don't dare take too much of this stuff. That really was fast, like that other one we saw. Like within a minute, kablam. Well, and this is what they make. Cirrus Platus. This is very, very impressive material here. All right, well, for the density of it, right? On, off. I mean, really, it really doesn't get any more obvious than that. But you gotta look.